Hello, greetings and salutations. Man, it has been a crazy time up here in Buffalo. There are more casualties than we could have ever imagined, but my thoughts are with all of those who lost anyone because of the storm. It's been pretty brutal the last 4 days. I actually just got back in for my 10th round of snowblowing, so that's why I'm a bit rosy-cheeked. Yes, it's not the bourbon. Not yet, at least. My CGRA order did fill, and I'm going to get into that in a bit, but if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, click the links below, my Twitter, get on my Twitter, check out the Patreon, and click the MooMoo and WeBull links below for free stocks. All right, I opened up my accounts recently, and I got a couple $100 in free stocks. If you don't have accounts, click the links below. I'll get free shares. You'll get free shares. We'll all get free shares. And listen, stay tuned to the end to hear my favorite plays going into 2023. I use the term play loosely because I really do look for the long-term investments, companies that have great quarter-on-quarter, year-over-year growth, companies that have real products, real services, and that are going to make a difference in the world. So, yes, stay tuned to the end so I can give you which companies I think are going to do really, really well in 2023 and beyond. So, all right, let's get back into this recent PR from CGRA, C Growth. C Growth Capital Incorporated announces its new controlling shareholder, Red Clip Holdings Incorporated, and a new strategic focus for 2023. Now listen, I'm going to put the link to this right in the description below, so read this whole thing for yourself. Listen, if you're trading OTC stocks, you should be frequenting otcmarkets.com because this is where you get all the information, all the news, the financials, the security details, the disclosures. Everything is updated, and hopefully the security details are always updating appropriately. So let's take a look. CGRA will appoint a new executive board early in the new year. The proven and experienced team will drive the company's new focus of consolidating and disrupting the growing sports and lifestyle sector, primarily through the acquisition and consolidation of growth disruptive technology businesses in the sector. Nicholas Link will hold an interim CEO role until the new board is appointed and announced early in the new year. Yes, and then at that point, he's going to be chairman after that. And in this second paragraph here, you could read it. This sort of justifies their new approach and why they're going in this direction. So definitely take a look at this. I think it's a great justification, and I'm very satisfied with it. And I'll be honest, the reason why I am invested in the stock right now, and I just purchased more shares. I'm sitting at about 54,754. Not like I'm counting, but that's where I'm at with an average of 2.73 cents. So that's not too shabby, I don't think, especially where I think they're going to go. I'm a big Nick Link fan, especially being big into ilus. I want to be in what this guy's in. So hopefully I prove to be correct here. All right. Interim CEO Nicholas Link has access to an extensive network of international celebrities and sports stars, sports team owners, stadium owners, and distribution channels, which will allow the company to open new doors and leverage routes to market as well as brand endorsements for the new companies, their technology, and products. This guy has a great vision, and he's a go-getter, and he has a very strong work ethic. I could see that. I've seen that with what he's done with ilus and anything that he has been involved in. All right, let's take a look here. This is great news. CGRA has agreed terms with its first two acquisitions. All right, and expects to complete the due diligence on the first acquisition within the coming days. The company anticipates signing of the share purchase agreement within the next few weeks, leading up to the brand's participation in a niche global sports event early in the new year. This business already sells from the USA to more than 10 countries through a limited distribution channel with minimal marketing and is now perfectly positioned to expand its range and scale up globally. So when I talk about quarter-on-quarter growth, year-on-year growth, which companies are expanding, I think this is going to be one, and they're going to set themselves up here nicely. The second acquisition is that of a disruptive IoT company with technology aimed at sports venues, stadiums, events, and other lifestyle venues globally. The technology is highly scalable, and the company has already featured pilot installations at several leading sports stadiums in the UK, USA, South Africa, and Australia. And I would love to know which ones they are, and I think we will find out soon. Due to the value added by the technology and the vast interest in it, we would expect to gain global uptake within a short period of time through partnership with global brands on a revenue sharing model. And I think that we're actually going to see a partnership with CGRA and Dear Cashmere Holdings, Swifty Global. So I think that is going to be in the mix. They did state they are not going to be directly related to ilus, so this is going to be its own beast, all right? So, and that's why I'm getting in now, because I think that they're setting themselves up for a great 2023. Let's look here. CGRA has begun preparing an S1, which it expects to file with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, in the first quarter of 2023. All right, after filing of the audited annual results. That's great. Fully audited, fully reporting, that's what we want. That is what we're looking for, and they have a nice small share structure. So I think they're going to be moving very, very quickly. Following the effective date of the Form S1, CGRA will be subject to the reporting requirements of the SEC. When I talk about finding the diamonds in the rough, when I talk about finding the companies that have real services, real products that are making a difference in the markets that they're serving, I think this is going to be one. And I don't think Nick Link would be a part of this if he didn't see the opportunity for substantial growth. So you guys could read through this right here. Let's go to this last quote. Let's go to the quote from Nick Link here. We have plans for CGRA to become a leader and disruptor in the sports and lifestyle industry through consolidating and pioneering advanced technology in the sector. I am always focused on businesses that can be scaled globally, with 2 very exciting acquisitions incoming, which are already performing impressively. I am very excited about the growth prospects for the company. I look forward to the appointments during the course of the next month of an experienced board and management team who have proven successful track record in the industry. All right, so these guys already know what they're doing. They're not newbies. All right, as with all the companies I am involved with, and with the resources in place, I fully anticipate exceptional technology advancement and a global rollout for our acquisitions, which will deliver rapid growth, resulting in exceptional value for our shareholders. It is important to note that CGRA is not connected to ilus, and although not formally connected, CGRA may well have significant areas of mutual interest and strategic alliance with Swifty Global. So there you have it. I think that this is something to be very, very excited about. I do not own any DRCR shares. I'm probably it's on my list for 2023, but right now I don't own any of those. But I do have CGRA, so I feel fairly confident about that. Seeing now we're sitting at a 2-cent share price. My first buy-in was in the 5s. But you know what? We've had pullback, and that's fine. The market's going to do what it's going to do. I just want to be in on these plays. So yeah, that being said, I'm really excited going into 2023. I'm very optimistic. The economy is going to do what it's going to do. They're already talking about food shortages, increased prices. It is what it is. I'm using this as an opportunity to purchase as much as I can while the economy is down, because I do think that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I do think that there is going to be increased growth. Not only for the shareholder, but for these companies. And I do think that the share price is going to catch up with the valuation of the companies, especially with their growth. You can't have a company with hundreds of millions in revenue like ilus or, CYBL is going there as well. You can't have that and have them sitting at a 7-cent share price or a 1 penny share price. So that's just my opinion, but I think the share price is going to catch up with these companies. So some of my plays that I think are going to be prove to be really, really strong. QIND, DRCR, ILUS, ilus International, CYBL, they are going to get that CE removed. I hope they do. We all do. I have a lot of money invested in that one. I know a lot of you do, and you're sticking this one out because of the contracts that they have coming up, and we really have faith that they are going to get their filings done. Another one is NUGN and CIRC, SIRC. Those are some of the plays that I'm looking at in January that I may buy more shares or get an entry point in some of those. Some I may end up not. It all depends on how my due diligence checks out. So it all depends. You just got to sort of, you got to really plan and you got to do some digging. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you are safe. I hope you are warm. I hope you guys had a great Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. I hope you guys had a great weekend and have a great New Year. I will be posting something before New Year, so expect to hear from me soon. Remember, guys, there's more that binds us than breaks us. You guys have an awesome day. Peace.